before we go on to the number 9, I think it's important to realize education. The seriousness. Um, just know that in the schools today, aside from the arrests, uh, we're not graduating all the time. And when we do, and I think this is really regarding everybody, you're not being placed in the like when you go to college, you're not being placed, you're not getting a job in the area of study that you decided to take when you were going to class. You had to look for a job and accept what's given to you. Now you'll understand that a degree doesn't necessarily need to depict where you work. You'll understand scientifically your area of study is your interest, and you should be capable of studying and progressing in other positions as well. But normally, you would do the best in the place that you study. And when you actually go into that category of excellence, and you're more capable than management in some cases, especially. This is not always the same with people of melanin, but especially people of non-melanin, they will offer you a racist viewpoint and a lack of progress before they will offer you solidarity, understanding, and offer you progress. And then, especially if you're a male. And add another fact, if you're a dominant male, you can forget it. Now, your education is extremely important. And bear in mind that now that we have the World Wide Web, there should be absolutely no reason that you can't go into a phone and buy a book every now and again and read it. Any book that you like. And study whatever it is that you'd like to study. And comprehend it in any fashion that you would like to. Take it a step further. Take it another step further. Take it another step further. And so that's important when we start looking at the flip of the economy and the understanding of robotics and AI and those things that are coming to the future. Because without the paranoid theory of excellence, which there was a video I saw. A woman said that they were testing these things out on soldiers, United States soldiers, and they killed Deca 2 times, 20 some odd soldiers. Killed them. We couldn't compete, is my understanding. Well, first of all, I'm not sure how you are expecting a human body to be able to outlast a robot to begin with. So that should be obvious. And secondly, if they're fighting to the death, it's extremely obvious that a machine's going to follow through. So I'm not sure why you would test anything like that. On top of the fact that you could put them against each other and get the same value of understanding. And on top of that, you could do it virtually. So, truthfully, it's really hard to understand that type of video. But just keep in mind that even if it's not death, and that was just something that they put in there, I would lean more to understanding that they are more capable than humans at this point in time. And even though you control them, you don't control the person that masterminded. You don't control the person that gains ability to receive it, right? And then on top of that, you need to understand that as an African American, you're already prone to say, "Listen, white man, I don't like you as it, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't like you and I get my hands on the motherfuckers, don't you believe that I'll turn the motherfuckers against you?" I'm just gonna bring it up because I mean, if a black person is that readily capable, the person that's been perpetrating the offenses for the last 200 years is that capable as well, and more apt to do it that much faster. Let's see, where are we? Nine. Control over creative, cultural, and intellectual life. So, nationally, during slavery, state governments control and dictate the forms and content of African American artistic and cultural production. Advocates argue this is still true today. After the Civil War, governments and politicians embraced minstrelsy, which was more popular racist stereotypical depiction of African Americans through song, dance, and family. Oh, minstrel. Oh, minstrel. Um, yeah, that where they put on the white face and they make fun of people in comedy. People will dare to compare it to roast, which is completely different. I mean, there's no ad lib to minstrel behavior. It's monstrosity is what it is. Let's see. Federal state governments failed to protect black artists and creators from discrimination and simultaneously promoted discriminatory narratives. Federal and state governments allowed white Americans to steal black art and culture from impunity, depriving black creators of valuable copyright and patent protections. That's another one of those things, man, where they say, "Oh, we don't give it to you." When they don't give it to you, they don't offer it to you. It makes you want it, and then once you want it, then you get it, and it doesn't matter if you got it or not. Once you got it, then they don't have to protect you anyway. Then once you got it, it still might not be yours. And once you got it, it's just like purposeless. United States government, I mean, literally, you have to keep in mind, man, that they're on some kind of theatrical dance pattern versus reality. Not that they won't really kill people, not that they won't really subject people to negative behavior, just that they are not really honorable, at least not by way of your understanding. As you look up the answer in the dictionary, honorable does not mean that these people are have integrity. And then the second definition for integrity is not the same as the first.